What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today I stopped off here at Best Auto Salvage. You guys know Brent, a good friend of mine. He is one that does all of our towing for us. I actually towed the Corvette a couple places before, and he is where the Corvette got towed to, and here she is in all of her demise. Did some further inspecting. The upper A-arm is broken up inside there. I don't know if we can see it or not, but yeah, you can see it right there where it's snapped off. The coilover is still good, so that's a plus. But the hood's trashed, the front bumper. I don't think it has any frame damage, but like right here where it's a little torn up. Front tires are still good though. But yeah, I've decided that I'm not gonna fix it, guys. So I just wanted to give you guys an update. There's the car. She made it here to the junkyard. I'm driving my little brother's Camaro around right now. Might be buying it, I don't know yet, we'll see. But we're gonna head back to the tractor shop, get some work done, and we'll be doing some flatty stuff today, so hold tight. Oh my gosh. All right, guys, I made it back here to the shop with my little brother Aaron, and we are gonna start tuning in this Ford tractor. The tractor came into the shop, had an engine knock, and yeah, had an engine knock mostly. So we pulled the head off of it and found out that the head on cylinder number 3 was missing a valve, which is not even there. Completely gone. So we pulled the head off of it, obviously found the broken valve, gone, missing completely from the head. Noticed that the number 3 piston actually had piston valve contact, obviously because of the valve. And there's nothing wrong with the bottom of the engine. We thought maybe it had a knock. So I pulled all the pistons out of it and actually found a number 2 rod bearing in the engine. Had some scarring in it, and the number 1 piston had a broke ring. So this thing's had a lot of running issues for a while. So we talked to the customer, consulted with him, and we are going to be pulling the engine off the rest of the tractor. There's the front of it. This is a Ford 6600. So we're gonna be pulling the engine off the tractor. Today is what my brother and I are gonna be doing right now, and inspecting to make sure the clutch and everything else is good, so we can call the customer, give him an exact quote of what it's gonna cost to fix this tractor. So that being said, we're gonna get our cherry picker that's right around there. Roll it over here. Aaron, will you grab that for me? And we're gonna roll it right over here to the top of the engine, and then we're gonna take our impacts and bolt these last couple bolts that are holding the block to the transmission of the tractor. And we're gonna set it off and slide it out and inspect the clutch and make sure that there's nothing else going on back here that we need to include in our quote for fixing this for the customer, and go on from there to tearing the rest of it down and sending the block machine shop, because it does need to be bored either 10 or 20 over, depending on what pistons we can get, because it does have, I don't know if you guys can see that or not, some scoring in the block. There you go, you can see all the marks in there. So we're gonna get it bored out, new pistons, the crank and all that looks like it's in great shape, and we're gonna get the engine set off here. All right, so next we've got a couple fuel lines. I'm gonna pull off the injector pump that runs to the fuel tank. You hear Ed back there working on lawnmowers. Turned the fuel off of the tractor already, so it's going to leak a little bit. And then once I get these last couple pieces off the injection pump, get a couple big bolts like this right down in here to hold the transmission to the engine. We're going to get those unbolted, and then we're going to set it right off these chains we got on there, and that'll be it. This right here is actually what put me in the hospital. Okay. When was the last time you worked in a nice tight spot like this?
Well, the oil filter in there.
Oh. She squirts. Oh man, my fingers are getting tired. And there it is, guys. Back of a tractor, middle of a tractor, front of the tractor. She's torn apart. You guys been dying for some mechanical action. Here you go. Some tractor stuff, what I do on the daily now. We'll be getting into why I'm doing tractor work later in the video instead of working on trucks now. A lot of you guys have been asking why, but so here it is. Here's the clutch on a tractor for a lot of you people that have never seen one of those. They're really big. The flywheels are a lot more heavier than what's in trucks, because these engines usually only make like 75 to 80 horsepower, well, at least in this model tractor. So they need a lot of rotational mass to help these things keep spinning and keep the torque going, because they have a lot of torque but not as much horsepower. But the inside here looks great. There's a little bit of oil, which is normal. I don't see any oil leaking back inside the transmission there, so that's good. But I think it does probably need a rear main seal, which we're going to be replacing all the seals in this engine anyway, so not a bad gig here. So there's the front of it. I'm going to get the engine rolled over here out of the way. We're going to roll the front of the tractor back up here out of the way, clean up my mess, clean up the tools, and then move on to what's next for today. All right, guys, so I left the shop a little bit earlier after Aaron and I messed with that Ford tractor, and I'm actually headed to buy a truck, a complete 97 2500 Dodge, 3500 Dodge dually. It's two-wheel drive. And I'm going to be using that to take the engine out of it and take the two-wheel drive transmission and convert it to four-wheel drive and fix the flatty, so I've got a decent work truck to put back to work again. So I'm headed there now to pick it up. Be there in just a minute. It's actually really nice. And we're picking it up for, hopefully, the guy wants $26.50 for it, so maybe we can get it for less. So cross your fingers, hopefully get it for less. All right, guys, we made it out here. This is where this thing sits, up here in the bushes. We actually had to hook his tractor up to it because the batteries are dead, but the interior's like obliterated, terrible. Yeah, the interior's bad. It's only got 190,000 miles on it, so maybe it wasn't taken care of. You know, maybe it was taken care of a little bit. But the body's in really, really good shape, so we are going to park the rest of the truck out. My buddy Justin is. Even the door closes nice, which is pretty rare, you know, in these oval trucks. So with all that being said, the motor's right there. We got the batteries hooked up to it. I'm gonna hop in the truck and see that baby will start. So cross your fingers, guys. Cross your freaking fingers. Because the battery was stone ass dead. Nope, not yet. Well, guys, I ended up getting the truck running. We got it loaded up. I dropped it off at my buddy Justin's house. If you want to see more details on that truck, you're gonna have to tune into the next video and see the truck. We're taking it apart. I did find out it is a 215 horsepower engine, is a virgin engine. So make sure you smash the like button, drop a comment down below, subscribe to the channel, guys. We'll catch y'all later.
You want a hillbilly dustpan over here?